Oh, I was trying to open that bottle of wine the other day with a shoe and a wall.
Yeah.
I've totally fucked my wrist up.
Oh, God.
It was funny.
Yeah. Dan didn't have a... For Jared, because he wasn't there. Dan doesn't have a cork opener or whatever.
I found one afterwards.
Man. Yeah.
Well, I've seen this video of people using a shoe. You put the wine bottle in your shoe, and then all the videos they've used a tree. I think, a wall shouldn't have made much difference. And you kind of hammer it against that with your shoe in it, and the cork just gradually pops out until you've got enough of it so you can just pull it out. Yeah, that didn't fucking happen. I got a fucked up wrist. It's really swollen.
God,
that's what makes it funny. I mean, I don't like to laugh at your pain, but
I know.
It's funny that
these fucking French guys can do it.
He's like, ow, I hurt my fucking wrist.
Yeah, we just hear ah! Oh, God.
Draw your sword, knock your arrows, and ready your spellbook. It's time for another episode of The Gamesmen. What role will you play?
Greetings, guys, gals, and guildies. Welcome to episode 36 of The Gamesmen, recorded on, well, for me, the 22nd of September. For everyone else here, the 21st of September. The Gamesmen are here to play roles. I am Hardlydan, assuming the role of your host. And with me, yet again this week, is, of course, Amorous89. But we have a couple of special guests. These guys are new to podcasting, and we've just roped them in because, well, the previous two people that were going to be on the show tonight have had to bail because of other commitments. So we have...
You love popping cherries.
We have Rob, otherwise known as Rogue Outlaw, and Jared, otherwise known as Boondock. I can't remember what the fuck it is. Terribly sorry.
Boondock Saints.
Boondock Brat.
Boondock Brat, there we go. Well, as you're the first to speak, why don't you tell us all a bit about yourself, what you've been up to, what kind of gaming you do, stuff like that, and, how are you, and all of that stuff. I should totally redo this again.
No, we're good.
Well, I'm not going to, so yeah. So, yeah, how are you, sir? And, tell us a bit about yourself. And
let's see. What got me into gaming, pretty much, I would say Wolfenstein 3D on PC when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh, just so much fun.
Like the PC roots.
Yeah. PC roots. Pretty much I work all week, and when I get home, I play video games. I work at a Honda dealership in Florida, so very fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, I can imagine you have a lot of pressure to obviously sell cars and upselling, making sure that they get all the extras you can flog them, like under ceiling and that extra spiffy paint job. And well, actually, this interior, whilst more expensive, does look a lot better, feels a lot nicer, and is more hard wearing.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, the whole salesman stuff.
Yep.
Cool. Well, yeah, thanks for a little bit about yourself. Have you had a good week? Anything highlighted, or just, same shit, different day, as it always is for me whenever we record this show?
Yeah, pretty much same shit, different day.
Yeah.
How many cars have you sold this week?
Well, I don't sell cars. I work in the parts department.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, on to our next guest. As I mentioned earlier, we have Rogue Outlaw, always known as Rob. How are you, sir? Tell us a bit about yourself and all of that.
Oh, I'm alright. Pretty much the same as Jared. I work my butt off, 8 to 4 every day. I'm on call on the weekends. Build computers and play games. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Do you remember what the first game you ever played was, or are we talking Pong?
No, actually, yes. Yes. Make me date myself now. Yeah,
It's okay. I played Pong as well.
I mean, we had hell, what console was that? Damn.
The Atari?
No, before that, there was the Commodore.
Oh, Commodore 64.
ColecoVision.
Yeah. Then the Atari, and it skipped a few generations there, and then finally I went on and I ended up with a PS3. Just played with myself and stuff on there. There was no multiplayer or anything until I got my Xbox and COD 4 and met Jared up there and had a blast ever since.
I like how he said a couple generations. He skips all but to the last generation.
Yeah, I mean, decades, I should say, I guess. I'm married for 18 years, and it just, there was no gaming in during that time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, life takes over for a while, but, once you're into it, it always manages to seep its way. But it's quite insidious gaming. Once you get hooked, you can leave it for a long time, but it always works its way back into your life.
Yep. Boy, did it. I mean, I built this, massive rig and stuff and couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, because, I grew up with single-player games, and as they evolved, the narrative became incredibly important to me. And, the multiplayer stuff, yes, it can be fun, but for me, that's not the reason I'll buy a game. It's because I'm going to be able to kind of lose myself in it, and it'll tell me a great story, or be something like Minecraft, where it's just kind of reminding myself of being a child and playing with Lego as a kid, and you're just building whatever it is you can with the stuff you've got. Yeah. Is it the same with you guys, or are you kind of multiplayer fiends?
Anymore, single player. I really get into it, but I do miss my multiplayer every now and then.
Yeah, and it has its place, but there are so many games now that multiplayer is the main focus, and they just kind of turn me off. I'm just like, I want a good story. Titanfall was fun, but
it's all those 13-year-olds and
they don't know what they're missing, do they?
No, not when it comes to all the great stories out there.
And anyway, you just heard his voice. Obviously, Gary Amorous89 is here. Gary, have you had a good week? I think we know about your gaming history by now. So yeah, what have you been up to?
I started playing putt-putt as a wee lad.
And you still fucking play it.
I still do. And I played Wolfenstein and all this.
Sorry, I'm just going to get a fork and drive it into my leg.
Well, actually, Jared doesn't know this. I found out that I have 3 herniated discs in my back. Yay!
Woo! Oh. Hang on,
awesome.
that's the wrong reaction.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. I must say, a lot of people have been saying, I put it up on Twitter and Facebook, and people are like, what?
Herniated, what now?
Yeah. So, they're having me start therapy on Thursday. And I don't know, if it doesn't go away, then I have to have surgery in my back? I don't know.
No.
Oh, man.
Don't do surgery, man. I've known too many people that has been jacked up over that.
Yeah, my mom had surgery. She actually had a herniated disc in her back. Years ago, she had to have surgery.
Now, this surgery isn't like Christian Science surgery where you just got to pray real hard, is it? Therapy. Are they going to kind of manipulate your back and do whatever they can to kind of try to pop
funny.
stuff back into place? Or
I have no idea. They just said it's
or is
thoracic
the power of Christ going
therapy.
to compel you?
We shouldn't look at that religious stuff earlier. Yeah. I have no idea what's going to go on during this therapy crap. All I know is he said something about stretching and something else to try and fix it. Hopefully that works, because I don't feel like having surgery. But I've been dealing with this for 8 months now, and finally found out that my back's basically fucked. I have a fractured rib and 3 herniated discs. So it's like I got beat in the back with a baseball bat or something. I have no idea. Maybe Courtney's trying to kill me while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, she's just there, kind of elbow dropping you, and you're just like...
Oh, apparently I am a very heavy sleeper. And I twitch a lot in my sleep. But yeah, that was fun. I did some more house stuff this weekend, and I built a frame kind of for the bed. Yay, to get it up off the floor. So go me. Just did that earlier today.
You know the easiest way to do that? There's this thing called pallets. They're made out of wood. You can just like put a few of those under the mattress.
But it's not the exact
size. All day
size.
and play video games.
Well, this only took me an hour to put it together and everything. Like, we bought feet and everything for it. And I'm afraid that the cats are gonna, like, just hide under the bed now. Yeah, but more house stuff and stuff.
Better a cat hiding under your bed than a crocodile.
Okay. Anyway, Dan, what has your week been like?
My week has been... Well, most of it was normal until the other day when DJ Leroy, sometimes co-host on this show, said to me, so you got your travel plans set for Tuesday? And I'm like, Tuesday? He's like, yeah. Don't you mean Wednesday? I was like, no, Tuesday. You need to be at my house Tuesday evening. We're getting the bus to London on like 1 o'clock Wednesday morning. I'm like, oh. Well, I better sort that out. And I completely forgot that last year when we went to Eurogamer, because we left we were going there on the Thursday and we left at 1 a.m. Thursday morning from his place. And we got there in plenty of time, but we couldn't put our bags away because we couldn't get to our rooms until 2 p.m. So we had to rent some lockers and we were just completely knackered. You know, we've been traveling for like 8-9 hours on this god-awful coach to get there. And I forgot, we said next year should we arrive a day early? And obviously he remembered that, so we're going a day early. So I've just been like, oh crap, shit, gotta get everything sorted, gotta figure out what I'm gonna cosplay as on the first day, because I stupidly said I was gonna do that. And yeah, I think I am doing that. I still haven't managed to get hold of a loofah. But kind of a weird thing. You don't expect, video cosplay. Oh yeah, I need a loofah.
Well, why don't you tell everyone what you're gonna go as?
Yeah, I'm gonna go as old Ezio, who's just got out of the bath. Basically, I'm gonna be wearing my Assassin's Creed robe with the hood. And I'm going to have some shower gel and some sandals and maybe a towel. And some of those puffy ball things that women seem to use now instead of loofahs. And whatever else I can find.
I still think you have to have the toothbrushes coming out of the
Yeah, I haven't got enough time to make that.
Just have them attached to like your wrist.
yeah, maybe just one coming out. That'll do. Actually, I do have some old toothbrushes that I could use. Maybe I'll do something like that. Yeah, get some like sweatbands or something and just poke them into that. And yeah, get some talcum powder to make my hair look grey and my beard look a bit grey. And yeah, I'm going to go as old Ezio, but not on both days, because I'm not that much of a glutton for punishment.
I guarantee you're going to have tons of pictures taken of you.
Yeah, well, it might be the first time I've actually managed to get into the camera roll of the official EGX, camera roll stuff. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I've been basically spending the whole time looking at what's going on, trying to figure out what I'm going to see. Yeah, the different dev sessions. There's loads of them going on. And there's quite a lot that I really want to go to, which is making me think, I don't have much time to see the stuff on the show floor. I might need to go for all 4 days now. No, and then if I was doing that, there's even more dev sessions. And I'll be like, I need a day without dev sessions to play all the games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been, other than that, looking after the puppy, cooking for Mum, doing regular stuff, helping Lee sort out his computer, and yeah, I should say, actually, it is Lee's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Lee!
Well, yesterday for me, today for the recording for everyone in the States. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to take him out for a burger or something in London as a birthday present. But yeah, just kind of getting ready for Eurogamer, getting excited, kind of packing. I feel a bit like a kid on the run up to Christmas.
I miss going to, like, anime conventions and stuff. I love that kind of stuff. It was awesome and crazy.
I ordered a portable battery pack on Sunday, which should be arriving in the next few hours. Well, in the next 10 hours.
Oh.
So I will be able to keep my phone charged whilst I'm in EGX, which is pretty much pointless apart from being able to take videos and photos because the connection in that building sucks. So I won't be able to tweet. I might every now and then get the odd message through. The Wi-Fi's terrible, and I haven't paid my phone bill, so I won't have any 3G.
God.
So yeah, I have spent a lot of time downloading movies and stuff to my phone to keep me entertained when I can't sleep in this weird bed that I haven't slept in before. But yeah, anyway, that's enough about all that stuff. What's everyone been playing? Jared?
I've been playing Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on PS4.
Are you enjoying it?
I played... Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's online only, unfortunately, but it's really laid back for me, as opposed to Call of Duty.
You can set up a room so it's just you playing on your own, like a private lobby, can't you?
I think so. I haven't tried that yet.
Origin had a free weekend on the PC to try it out, and I thought, well, I'll do that. It's an interesting game.
Yeah, it's different and just more laid back for me for online play.
Yeah,
as compared to Call of Duty, where everyone's a try-hard.
How would you describe it?
Third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a game to compare it to.
Yeah, I guess maybe a third-person shooter with some tower defense elements chucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a game that would kind of be like that, except first-person. It's completely different because it's not a multiplayer game, except for I think it's co-op. But Sanctum, I think that game's pretty cool with the tower defense.
Or is it Zombies Must Die?
Man, I haven't even heard that game mentioned in forever.
Is that the game I'm thinking of? What's that game where you're like this guy who's got a castle and loads of zombies are coming in and it's third person and at the same time?
Not sure.
No, I have no idea.
God, I've got both of the games, and can I find it in my library? No, I haven't.
Oh, well, Dan is looking. Have you been playing anything else?
Not really. Been busy working this past week, so haven't had a whole lot of time for games.
Since Dan's busy doing that, Rogue, what have you been playing?
Thanks to Dan, really been getting into this Star Citizen.
Yeah, shout out all your hate for him right now.
Prick.
What,
I can't fly for shit.
Well, and you're using a mouse and keyboard right now.
Yeah.
I did suggest that maybe it wouldn't be a good idea going straight out with a racing ship.
But, I mean, hey, it's still kept in theory with the, in theme with the 300i, which I did like, but the 350 is just, wow.
At the moment, it's the fastest ship in the game.
It's smokes, man. It smokes. I mean, when you start going forward out of the gate in racing and you try to get to that, dude, I lost control so many times and it took almost 3 minutes to get through the first gate. This thing is crazy fast.
And yeah, you soon black out in it, don't you?
Yeah. I started playing with a gamepad, and it's getting a little bit better, but it's just gonna take time, and then hopefully, get a nice flight stick.
Yeah, I wish we lived closer, because I'd totally say, come round, try mine out, see how you get on with it. Obviously, I wouldn't let you borrow it.
I mean, if I liked it that much, I
my
probably
house
would.
You could always try mine. I live a lot closer.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, and then,
like
been playing Banished a little bit here and there. Really like that. And then, of course, Old Faithful Minecraft. Been playing a Ice Hinge mod pack from the Minecrafters, and a bunch of crazy guys. Have fun watching their vids and stuff. And when I heard they came out with their own pack, I had to try it out.
Yeah, you're pretty crazy in your Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't someone recently hit you up with a really cool mod, a shader mod or something?
You know what? I never knew that Minecraft could ever look so damn good.
Yeah.
I mean,
those screenshots you got are amazing.
Oh, Dan, that stuff is incredible. I seen that, and I'm like, there's no possible way this is Minecraft, and then you start seeing some of the things that, that look familiar, and it's night and day difference, I mean, the water is fabulous. It's beautiful. So I went ahead and I downloaded everything and got it installed, and I started playing on that, taking screenshots left and right, and just, wow. Yeah, that's great.
I remember saying you took a little while to get it installed, because it's not the simplest thing to install, but once you get it all done, it's not too bad, is it? But you spent most of your time just wandering around looking at everything going, oh my god. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Oh, look at that screenshot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen other videos of it and stuff, and I just thought it was a completely another game, I mean, they say Minecraft, but, it could be something else, maybe a mod or something. But, because I never really knew what shaders was. And once I seen those screenshots and we talked about that, I was just amazed. Truly amazed.
I'm going to have to see these.
I'm telling you, Boone.
Yeah, just go on his Steam profile.
You will never play Minecraft the normal way ever again. This shit is fantastic. It's mind-blowing.
Actually,
to think that it could be that beautiful.
Whilst we're talking about screenshots, I've just remembered something. I can't remember if I did it this week or last week, and if I talked about it last week, I'm very sorry. But I took a load of 4K resolution screenshots from Elite Dangerous, and I have an album that I'm updating. As more stuff's coming out, there's an update coming soon at the end of this month, and there's new space stations and stuff, so I'm going to be taking more 4K screenshots. These things look absolutely freaking amazing. The detail in them is outstanding. So be sure to check those out. I will be making a post maybe when I've got a few more shots. There aren't that many in there at the moment, so I'm not entirely sure it's post worthy, but there are some great shots on there. If you want to check them out right now, if you go onto Flickr and search for Hardlydan, I've got an album there that says Elite Dangerous 4K screenshots. View them in original size, because then you get all of the detail, and you can zoom in, and holy hell, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are. I mean, that's another game I really want to try to get involved in, just because of the graphics. It's so awesome.
Yeah, and yeah, the gameplay at the moment, no, not so good. But anyway, no, it's not my turn to talk about games. Gary, what have you been playing this? I'm sorry, I'm looking at some of the stuff you've played, and I'm just like, really?
I think I know what you're talking about. Well,
there's two that just really.
So starting off, while at the doctor's, this seems to be my thing. Playing more Tearaway as I'm there. I played a little bit more last night as well, while I was really drunk. And still love the game. Another game I got into this week, like really into. I don't know why. Just like it was what I wanted to do, and I played more of and beat Dracula Love Kills. And it's basically a find a game. If people know what the Midnight Mystery games are, those are all find a games. But this one, you gotta kind of like those, you gotta to click on stuff and find stuff and use items that
die. Sorry, I've just remembered the game. Orcs must die.
Wow. That took long enough. Yeah, Orcs must die is that which if people forgot because it was like 10, 15 minutes ago, that third person strategy.
They're
tower
not zombies,
defense game.
they're orcs. That's where I was going wrong.
I think you said zombies must die too.
Yeah.
He did.
I didn't even think of it. But yeah, so you gotta find these items, and then you have items in your inventory, and you take those items to like uncover other stuff for you to do, and then they have the like find a games, like they give you a list of items you need to find, like say a bird or whatever. And you click on them, you do that, then you'll get like an item out of that you can use later on, and some of the voice acting isn't great. It's not like any high budget game at all.
When do you ever play a game with great voice acting? I mean, Pup.
That's wonderful.
The original Sherlock Holmes games.
Speaking of that, I pre-ordered Crimes and Punishments, and I can't wait to play that at the end of the month.
That was really funny. Gary last night on Teams, I think you were there, Rogue.
Yep.
Little bit drunk. Actually, no.
A little.
No, I was really drunk last night.
It was really funny. He sounds fine, disappears, comes back like 5-10 minutes later, sounds absolutely wasted. And he's like, you know what? I think I've got to pre-order this Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, God.
And then like 5 minutes after that, it's like, whoa, what have I bought on Steam? I've got a receipt for something. I haven't bought anything else. Well, what's going on? It's like, you just pre-ordered Sherlock Holmes.
Was that last night? No, I pre-ordered Sherlock Holmes earlier than that.
Oh, it was something else you pre-ordered. Oh, it was Alien Isolation.
Wait, did I buy that last night?
Yes, you did.
Oh, thank you for your purchase.
Yeah. See?
Oh, I got the collector's edition too. I spent $68. Damn it.
Oh, you could have bought Elite Dangerous, you
Could've got it
tool.
for 50.
Yep.
Oh.
You could have got Elite Dangerous.
Wow.
Okay, so we'll see you next week. I'm gonna go try to recap what happened last night.
Sorry, Gary, that's not going to work. I'm hosting tonight.
Damn it. So anyway, Dracula Love Kills was really good. It's that weird and shit game that I like. Anyway, another horrible game.
It's one of the weird shit games you like.
Yep. Another shitty game. Because of the Nintendo Oki podcast, I got together with Shelby, Ethan, and Tony, and we're doing a playcast, which will be up tomorrow, so before this podcast is even up. We're doing a playcast of Bullet Witch. It's not a good game. Listen to the playcast.
You sounded like you were enjoying it.
It was interesting, and I'm liking it because it's so bad. And like, there's just stuff I don't want to talk about too much because there's a whole playcast that I talk about that shit.
I don't want to talk about it because it's shit.
Okay, there are guys floating in the air with giant brains coming out of them, and they're like doing like a like they're humming and shit. And it's really weird. Whenever you kill them, they explode into bloody, gory bits, and it's crazy.
Sounds like my school.
I normally take them out with a lightning bolt, and then a lightning bolt hits them, and they just spray blood everywhere. Speaking of spraying blood, there's this thing called sacrifice. There's like people on the ground that are too hurt to get up, so you have to sacrifice some of your health, which is only a tiny bit, and you stick your hand out at them, and blood sprays out of it, and then they get up all better. I'm like, okay. And there's this one woman I ran up to, like, you help people, and they'll, like, hand out items to you, but you don't actually get any items. This one is really funny. It was just, I was standing perfectly, and this woman pulls this big-ass loaf of bread out of her ass, and like puts it up to my face and hits me right in the mouth, and it disappears. So it looks like I ate the loaf of bread.
The loaf of bread?
I'm hoping it was a loaf of bread. It was some kind of loaf. But the game's really bad. Listen to the playcast. I'm probably gonna have it linked on the on the site. So just look at that. It's a bad game. More Minecraft, of course. Been doing stuff in the VG Hub world. And we already talked about Star Citizen, did a little bit more of that shit. I cannot get any faster with my ship because my ship's too slow.
You want to borrow mine?
Yeah, so I can be Dan. He can stop floating.
Well, I think the best thing was the other night when I got on it. I was a little bit drunk, and I was like, "Okay, what am I going to do?" And Lee was on, and Lee just came out and he blasted us both out of the water. And I was
he got like 40 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, right, I'm going to do this." And I put like a sub 130 something, and Lee's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he goes, yes, and reads the time. I was like, "No, I'm still 4 seconds faster." He's like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, my ship is not a racer; it's a fighter, so I can't get faster.
Mine isn't a racer.
Yours is still a lot.
We have comparable top speeds.
Us? Doubt
Yeah.
it. I'll have to look at that, but I seriously.
Well, if they hadn't changed the website so you could easily compare the ships. Oh, and you can't actually see the top speed of ships anymore, which is really fucking weird now, the racing bits in it.
No, I know your ship's faster because of the first time I tried flying it, and the reason I had to get a stick. Because
it's got faster acceleration.
Well, that would definitely help. Especially since you're doing turns and like having the boost forward and stuff to keep going. But anyway, other than Star Citizen, so I went over Steve's last night, and he's making a Wii arcade cabinet, and he's modifying his Wii, putting ROMs on it. I wanted to get him on for this stuff since I was going to talk about it. But two of the games I played, Duck Hunt, and I hate that goddamn dog.
Can't play Duck Hunt without a proper light gun.
Well, that's the thing. It's because he's making a Wii arcade cabinet. The Wiimote he has it in a gun shell.
Yeah, but that's not a proper light gun. You can't calibrate it. It's not going to be as good as using a proper gun.
It works perfectly
light gun.
Fine. And plus, whenever it's actually an arcade cabinet, instead of pointing it at the TV, he's gonna have it so it's the sensor bar is built in and everything. It works great. I don't want to hear it, Dan. You need to try it. So
you've got to come around here and try Dangerous Hunts on the 360 with my light gun. That game is so much fun.
Or I could just buy it and save a couple $1,000.
Yeah, you could do. But where's the fun in that?
Saving money?
Yeah, but we can't get drunk together.
It'll happen eventually. Anyway, it's Dog Hunt. The dog laughed at me and I wanted to kill it. I can't wait for Smash Bros. To kill that damn dog. Oh man, knocking off the screen. Yeah. Anyway, the other game I actually didn't get to play, but I've played it before, and Courtney played it for the first time, did not know what this game was. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Oh, man.
Speaking of that, there's this one cutscene or whatever. His face just pops up on the screen and goes, "Ow!" And we're like losing it. And whenever you use this special move, he starts dancing like the lights go down and he's got like a spotlight.
I remember playing that game in the arcade.
Yeah.
As I'm sure Rob and Jared do.
No, I don't think that would be anything I would play.
You never played that in an arcade?
No.
Arcade,
Joust.
no.
Yeah, Joust and hell, I can't even remember it now. But the good stuff.
You see, back in my arcade days, it was games like Outrun. There was that helicopter one that had the kind of cockpit of a helicopter you'd sit in and the yoke, and the whole thing would move around. And then there was one where you were in a police car and you had to chase HQ. That was another one I used to play. Used to love that.
Anyway.
Asteroids.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to Michael Jackson's
Moonwalker. I just play hemorrhoids.
So, anyway, this game. So funny. So, the premise of the game, and at least what I can tell, Michael Jackson is going around beating up bad guys and robots, and if you catch Bubbles the monkey, he turns into a robotic Michael Jackson that shoots laser beams and shit.
Yep.
So,
Sounds
he's
like
going...
South Park.
Yeah.
Wow.
Michael Jackson was the original creator of South Park.
But, so, anyway, you're going around beating up bad guys and saving children. You go,
Yeah, I think-
you go step over top of them, and then they go, "Thank you,
Saving them for
Michael."
later.
Anyway, but yeah, you go up to them, and they're like, "Thank you, Michael," and then they run away off the screen, in fear. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, being saved,
But
being captured, or being saved by him.
but you're going around like, I don't know what he does. He like puts his hand out and like this blue kind of flame looking thing comes out, and then that hurts.
Oh, pedo burst.
Sure. God. Or Michael Jackson. Anyway, and then you can do like his little spinny move, and like this little blue thing comes outside. It looks like he's cutting him with his dance moves. I don't know. So like you go around doing all this stuff, and then the special move, like he does a dance, and all the enemies on the screen will start dancing. And it's even better whenever you do like you're doing it while robots are on the screen, and the robots start dancing, and then after the dance is done, all the enemies on the screen like blow up and go away. So, it's such a ridiculously fun game, and it actually is really, really awesome and fun, and it compares to like Streets of Rage and stuff, but a lot weirder. So
I seem to remember if you get to the end of that game, you have kind of follows the music video to Moonwalker, and I'm pretty sure that you do actually turn into like the rocket at the end of it and
I
fly off
never
into
got
space.
to
It's
the end of
really,
the game
really fucking weird.
because I've never played it for more than like 5 minutes. But man, the game's so weird and awesome. I have to play it again now. Because I was younger whenever I played it. I didn't understand arcade games back in the day. So, other than that, the only thing I have to say, and I forgot to mention at the beginning, and I forgot to mention last week, I'm doing Extra Life this year with the VG Hub team. There will be a link and everything. If you don't know what Extra Life is, it's a charity event for the Children's Miracle Network, for hospitals and everything. For all the children's hospitals around the country, because I guess now it's not you can't support UK hospitals, but basically every year it's been getting better, getting more money for children's hospitals and everything, for helping kids stay, or making kids as comfortable as they can, bringing video games for them to play, because kids that are stuck in hospitals well, they're not having a good time doing it. So
Yeah, and it's helping out with research into illnesses, childhood illnesses, leukemia, things like that. Because that's not just childhood, but a lot of things there's a lot of money going to the research and into helping these kids that have terminal illnesses have a better quality of life. And Gary's raising money by, and a lot of people take the piss, oh, you're just going to play video games for 24. That is fucking hard, especially if you try to do what I did, and I don't recommend that anyone ever tries to do what I did.
Snuggle truck for 24 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 hours, and I was like, my brain was fried. I could have quite happily gone out on a murder spree and not known about it. I was just seeing plushy animals everywhere. It was wrong. But do support Gary, and I'll explain why I'm not doing it in a bit.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of first segment's going a little long, so I can't really go into it like I wanted to. But yeah, definitely support me, and not just me, anybody that's doing it, because, this will help children, especially for people that have had children, like, in the hospital, with this kind of stuff going on.
Like some of the people we know, that were friends of the show.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna link, Everyday Gamers, the podcast they did, because they actually got the guy who, created it, and the reason I got off my butt and finally signed up, I was gonna do it anyway, but I, just finally did it. The guy that started the whole thing, was doing, like, a telethon or whatever they call it. But there was this one girl that he met, and she just got out of the hospital, and, the next year whenever he went, they had the same girl there, and he's like, wait, I thought she was better. He found out she relapsed, and I'm not even gonna finish the story. You have to listen to it because I cannot give it justice, and it's a very sad story. But, just hearing that story, I got all worked up, and I was like, I have to do this. So, yeah, definitely donate to somebody, for this, and hope them make, some extra money, because this is for a very good cause. But other than that, Dan, what have you been playing?
Well, going off straight at the bat from what you've just been saying, as you may have figured out, I'm not doing Extra Life this year. That's because they've made it, they haven't made it, but the international laws with charity and things like that have made it really tricky. That's why I didn't do it last year, for people to sponsor local hospitals that aren't in the States. It's nothing to do with the charity, it's bureaucracy. And it's a pain in the ass, and it's hard enough getting people to sponsor you to play video games for 24 hours because they think it's damn easy. It's not damn easy. It's actually really hard going, and you have to go through the wall, and it's really hard to keep going. So I'm not going to be doing it this year. I don't know when I'll next be doing it.
He's going to be keeping me up, though.
Yeah, the main reason I'm not doing it is because, I used to be able to support a local hospital to me, and people were like, okay, it made it a lot easier for me to fundraise. And I feel that if I try to do it this year, I'm not going to raise enough money to actually do it, because for a start, everyone had to sponsor in dollars, and I had to explain what was going on, the fact that the money was actually going to the hospital local to us, and eventually, once they could be asked to sponsor in a different currency, and figure out that actually this was a good thing. It was a hell of a lot of work. I know that makes me sound really freaking lazy, but to make up for it, I am going to be gaming for 24 hours with Gary. So when he starts, I'll keep him going. We'll keep each other going, because you really do need to have that.
Yeah. And I will be, I didn't say this, I will be Twitch streaming. I got a webcam to give me some motivation to stay up so people don't see me sleeping on my chair at 3 a.m. or whatever. Yeah.
So I am basically going to do the whole event without raising sponsors, but in return for that, I in 6 months' time, I'm going to be doing one for a charity that I really hold close to my heart, and you will hear more about that close to the time. And that's for a charity called Special Effect, and they are freaking amazing, and they're UK based. So that makes it easier for the UK listeners and the friends and family I have than people in the UK to sponsor me. So I'm not bottling out. I'm still doing the 24 hours. I'm going to be doing it in 6 months' time as well. I'm hoping Gary will help me keep me awake whilst I'm doing that.
I may do it as well, so.
Well, yeah. But it's just because people in the UK can be really funny about where their money goes at the moment. So, and there's so many loopholes and things, and the fact that the money goes to the charity rather than to a local hospital where they can see it doing good. So it's not a protest or anything. It's just I'm going to be doing it for someone else. But on to the stuff I've been playing. Obviously, Star Citizen. Gary, Lee, I, and Rogue now have been trying out the whole racing part of it. I know Gary, Lee, and myself are really enjoying the racing part, but because Rogue's kind of taken a little bit of time he's only just got into it.
Well, he's only just got into the game, so
he's only just got the game. So it does take a little while to get used to how everything handles, because this is a new model for how stuff in space handles. And it's as accurate as possible. It's a real model. Yeah, it's a real model, and if you want to know more, go and check out all the stuff that's on the Star Citizen website, because that explains so much. Actually, no, don't check that out. Start off by checking out Tales of Citizens. It's not often we plug podcasts that don't have anything to do with VG Hub, but that podcast, if you want to get into Star Citizen, they explain everything, and it's really, really great place to start. If you've got any interest in the game, check it out. Bridger and the guys there, they're a brilliant show.
They are stupidly knowledgeable on this stuff. And they got an actual astrophysicist on the show talking about this shit.
Yeah.
It's insane.
The Australian guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it's a good podcast. It's a fantastic game. It's looking amazing. The planet side stuff with the racing just looks absolutely stunning. Even on my kind of mid-range PC, it looks stunning. Yes, there is a bit of a barrier to entry at the moment because it's not at all optimized to run on everything. But Lee managed to get it run on his system, which had a really old chip and like 4 gigs of RAM, which is half the minimum requirements for well, most of it was like the same or half. But yeah, it's looking fantastic. There's a ton of stuff coming onto that. I keep going on about it. It's going to be an amazing game. And another amazing game I've been playing is Elite Dangerous. I've been playing a bit more of that. Obviously, I've been taking those 4K screenshots that I mentioned earlier. And there's a Beta 2 is coming out at the end of this month on the 30th of September. And that's going to add another 500 star systems that you can explore and trade in. Different types of space stations. A cool new weapon that you can use, which you can use to target the cargo hatch of another ship and kind of wrench it open and steal their cargo without having to destroy them, which is kind of cool if you want to, be a pirate but don't want to kill people. Fantastic looking game, really great fun. There's going to be a whole lot more. It's not just what I've been doing, which has been space trucking, because I find that quite relaxing and it's a nice way to just chill out.
It sounds like whenever you're playing Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah. I've got some good playlists that I'm playing with it. But the cool thing is, Lee just told me earlier today, if you get the auto dock bit for your ship, so that the computer takes over the docking, it starts playing classical music, and the bit of classical music it plays is the bit from 2001: A Space Odyssey when the ship's docking.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And, there's obviously huge differences between Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a sandbox. You start off with a ship and some credits, and you do what you want, and, go down whatever path it is you want. You can do whatever. It's a sandbox game. Elite Dangerous, there's differences. There's the whole single player bit and a load of other stuff, but both games are coming together really well. Well worth checking out if you have any interest in space or a space sim kind of game. But getting away from that, well, I'm not quite getting away from that because I've just realized I've got Galaxy on Fire 2 Full HD here. I've been playing that on Steam because when I had my original stick, it didn't work too well, so I thought I'd try it with my X52 Pro Hot Ass, and it works fine with that. But I'm going to stop playing it because none of the DLC is available on Steam, and I have it all on my phone. So I'm just going to play it on my phone because I want the kick-ass ships with the auto turrets and the crazy lasers, and I like those kind of games. And if I've got all of it on one platform and can't get all of it on Steam, I'll play it on the phone over the Steam version. But the Steam version does look really, really good. It is incredibly surprising how well the port from a iOS and Android game to PC has has worked. It looks stunning. And it's dirt cheap. So if you're not too sure if you like the whole idea of a space sim, actually Galaxy on Fire 2 Full HD will give you a kind of taster of the kind of things you can get in Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous. But the controls aren't so good, and it's a little bit hokey, and you can't get the cockpit view, and there's a load of other stuff, but it gives you a little idea. And the final game I've been playing, which sounds like something that ties in with them all, but actually isn't, is Ballpoint Universe. I don't know if any of you guys played.
What is that?
Have any of you played Ballpoint Universe?
Nope.
No.
It sounds
Never
like
heard
a
of it.
game where you write stuff down.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Ballpoint Universe because everything in the game has been drawn in Biro.
I'm watching
With
the trailer right now, and holy shit, they
ballpoint
drew all that stuff in.
Yeah, they drew everything in it. It's a weird game. Starts off quite platform, like side scrollery platformy, and it looks amazing. Considering that
cute.
it's all been hand drawn with ballpoint pens, and
I just
Yeah,
got
so
to the
the-
part where I could see where it could get in with like the flying bits.
yeah. So you start off as this kind of side scrolly platformy thing, and you see this character on there and have a chat with it, and then it suddenly turns into a side scrolling old school kind of shooter, and you've got to kind of move up, down, forwards and backwards to avoid any of the shots and shoot everything down, and the further you get, the more points you get, and you can upgrade your ship. And I haven't played a huge amount of it, but mainly because my wrist became so very painful after playing it because my mouse isn't in exactly the right place, and because of the wine bottle incident. But it's a fantastic indie game, and it's well worth checking out. It's basically what you get when an artist makes a video game. It's just stunning. You can look at any screenshots that are up there, and the detail in there are it's just fantastic. And it is art. You're kind of like a doodle walking through screen after screen of these amazing kind of scribblings, doodles and sketches, and it's incredible. It's well worth checking out. And I don't know what it costs at the moment.
$4.
$4. It is worth at least 3 times that, if not more. Hell, yeah, I'd pay $16 for it. 4 times that. It's incredible. It's really good. On the
I'll have to check it
PC, you can play it with keyboard and mouse,
Controller.
just keyboard or controller. Actually, I've just been playing it with the mouse pretty much, and that seems to be the best input. And it's very simple. It's your character follows the cursor, and then when you're in the shooting bit, I might have been using the keyboard as well. W and S for up and down, and A and D for left and right, and then the mouse for aiming. But yeah, it's really, really cool. It harks back to older side-scrolling shooting games. It's got some great audio. You can upgrade your weapons and stuff like that, and it's fantastic. Yeah, try it out. It's great fun. But yeah, that's what we've all been playing, and we are going to take a quick break. We should be back after you listen to some random music that Gary's chosen. And, we will be back with the news. Okay, we are back. Back with the news, because that's what always comes after the bit before the news.
Not
Anyway,
always.
well, it mainly comes. There's the rainbow. Yeah. Anyway, first up, we have Gary with some news about something that is stupidly freaking expensive.
Because everyone knows that I love stupidly expensive stuff. And guess what? I'm not buying this.
As long as it comes with a statue.
I could mount these somewhere.
Yeah, up your frickin' ass.
So,
With the loaf of bread.
oh god, I don't even want to go into. Yeah. Anyway, so everyone's heard of Air Jordans, or like kind of a basketball thing and shoes that people get. They're kind of expensive. Anybody want to get?
For the past few generations have looked like utter shit. I'm sorry.
I haven't looked at Air Jordans and haven't noticed anything with Air Jordans, and I don't even know how many years now. But somebody decided to make PS4 Air Jordan shoes, and I don't know, if you have a PS4, this is the next thing you can get. Because
this is the next overpriced piece of shit you can get.
So, I'm not even mentioning the price yet. You have to keep listening for it. So these shoes have they have PS4 on the back of them. I don't know what the guy did. He put PS4 stuff on the back.
Yeah, instead of the Nike logo, it's got the Nike logo. It's got the PS4 logo.
Yeah. So
yeah, there's some thinking involved there, isn't there?
Yeah, and they're black and stuff. And you know what really makes these things stand out? They have an HDMI port in the back. You know what this HDMI port does?
No.
I'm guessing abso-fucking-lutely nothing.
Yes, exactly. They do nothing.
Oh, no. No, apparently I'm wrong.
No, they really fucking do nothing. You can.
Although HDMI has no way of retaining grip, it just uses friction. There's no kind of little clip that comes out to keep it in place. Apparently you can use these so you can hang them around your neck with an HDMI cable connecting.
Yeah, there's these questions. I'm not even going to go into it because it's so dumb. He's only making like a few of these for people to buy, and I guess I'll mention it now. You can buy for $950.
Oh,
what?
He's making 10 of them.
Okay, yeah, he's only making 10 that you can buy for $950.
They come with the HDMI cable, and I do know some people that have probably spent near that on an HDMI cable because they're fucking idiots.
But the HDMI cable has the Air Jordan logo on it.
Whoopty fucking day.
Yeah.
So, and from this picture, just looks like he cut a little thing out of the logo and just kind of glued it onto the HDMI cable. It's so dumb. But yeah, like Dan says, he says that the HDMI cable has no the HDMI port, you can't use it. No, there's no point in it being there. Just so it's different, and you can plug the HDMI cable in that comes with it, and you can hang it around your neck or whatever, for maybe if you go to a shoe convention.
Oh yeah, because they're so happening right now.
I'm just gonna go make my.
I can't move for shoe convention around here. There's so many of them. I can't decide just which one to go to.
Yeah, so this guy made these, and it. I have Appy Gamer, and I'll just pull out, they have breaking news that comes up on it, and I look at that, and some of them are kind of good news articles. Why the hell is this breaking news?
I have Appy Gamer and Appy Geek, and I think it came up on Appy Geek first, just after last week's recording, and I was like,
yeah, so I had to put this in here because it's stupidly expensive. This is a collector's edition.
Last week we had that guy that made the Xbox One laptop, and this week we've got this guy that's made shitty trainers that don't do anything, apart from look shit. Because, I'm sorry, if you look at those photos, the front of those shoes, they look like some kind of special needs shoes. They really do.
Wow.
God. Yeah.
They do. They don't look like, proper trainers. They just look like some high-gloss leather special needs, or I've got polio, or I have to walk with calipers, and I'm not allowed out of the house on my own kind of shoe. And I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, but that's what these fucking shoes look like. And I would rather spend $950 on Haribo sweets than those fucking trainers. They look horrible. They're fucking useless. They're just, oh man. What's with that fucking logo on the tongue? It's got like the PS4 little ghosty character things with their beady blue eyes. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, well, that's all I had to say about that. So, Dan,
if you're going to spend that much money on a pair of shoes, get some handmade, fucking designer, Italian-made dress shoes, that look fucking awesome, that you can wear at any wedding, funeral, bar mitzvah, or whatever. Some shoes that are going to last you for the rest of your life because they're so fucking epic. Not these pieces of shit that are going to last like a year and then wear out and just have a shitty hole to put an HDMI lead in that does bugger all. The HDMI lead doesn't even light up when you plug it into the shoe. I mean, how easy would that have been to do? Sorry, it pisses me off.
Dan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay because it's a PS4 thing.
Are you okay to take your piece of news?
Yeah, right. As ever, I seem to choose the PC-centric and techie kind of news bit. So the first bit is Lizard Squad, our favourite hackers, those guys that, I say favourite hackers, I don't really mean our favourite hackers. We don't particularly like hackers on the Gamesmen. But the guys that claims responsibility for the whole bomb threat and the PS4 DDoS attack, on the 20th, so 2 days ago, they started part of their first test at 13 minutes past 8 p.m. I'm not entirely sure what time zone that was, and they were trying to take down parts of Destiny. And you know what? They succeeded. There was loads of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, I can't get into Destiny. What's going on? What's going on?" And suddenly someone figured out that it might be a DDoS attack, and then they were like, "Yeah, we did it." And then part 2 of their test was getting rid of parts of Call of Duty Ghosts, and they were using the hashtag offline. Now, whilst I don't condone making them feel bigger than they are, it might be worth following them on Twitter just to find out if they're planning to DDoS attack any games you might be playing in the future, because it looks like they are not just setting their sights at big things like PlayStation. They are now attacking big companies like Activision. So, yeah, if you plan to play a game in the next few weeks on a weekend or something, yeah, it might be worth checking out their Twitter feed just to see if they're planning to take it down, or at least until some fucker takes them down. Because all they're doing at the end of the day is pissing off gamers, and that's not a cool thing to do. That's a really dicky thing to do, even if you're trying to make a point about it. Don't piss off the people that are making the industry what it is. And yes, we have a lot to be blamed for. So many people buy the iterations of Call of Duty and all the other games that just churn out year after year, like your FIFAs and your Maddens. And okay, Sims aren't year after year, but you get the idea. So, we are shaping the industry because that's the money we're giving, and people, they're thinking, oh, well, they like this, let's give them more of this shit. But if they're trying to change the industry, the way to do it isn't by pissing off the end users of that industry. I'm sorry, fuck off. Try to find a different way, because you're not going to get any support from the likes of the listeners of this podcast or any other podcast who just want to play the fucking game. You're just going to piss them off and they're going to get angry. So if anyone from Lizard Squad actually happens to listen to this, figure out a different way of doing it, and by all means DDoS us, but we won't notice because not that many people click our site anyway. And actually, we'd be happy to have the increase in traffic. So, yeah, just, stop being dicks, figure out a better way of doing it. Maybe, do something that doesn't actually infringe on the end user's playability of a game, because you're just fucking it up for everyone. piss off and think again. Anyway, the next bit of news. I believe we have whoever's chosen whatever the next color is, and I can't even see
Rogue.
the screen.
Yeah,
Rogue, with a story I love.
This is hysterical.
From our Antipodean friends over in Australia.
Yeah, and having an iPhone myself, I just think this is hysterical. The brand new i6 come out. Yeah. And this Australian man, after he gets it outside the shop, is so nervous, he drops it on the concrete.
Yeah, and like they have like a camera team there and everything.
Yeah,
like,
news guys
news
like
reporter.
all up in his face.
Yeah, and he just flat out drops it on the first iPhone bought. Drops it on the concrete. I'm sorry, that's just hysterical.
Well, he shouldn't open up upside down for one.
Yeah, he probably should have put his keys in his pocket instead.
Yeah.
Or maybe just said, you know what, go off, I'm doing this at home. I'm going to have some private time with my new piece of Apple hardware. I'm going to rub it against my groin and then maybe put some prawns on the barbie.
Gone.
Had to throw the accent in there. I love it. But yeah, that's it.
The great bit is, if you listen carefully, it sounds like the Australian reporter sounds. I mean, it may not be her, but one of them, someone on there, just blurts out, "Shit!" Live on camera, just as the phone hits this concrete paving. I was like, "Jeez, man."
Yeah, everyone's just like, "Ooh, oh
Yeah. Go and fuck that up a tree. But luckily, the guy says it's still had plastic casing on, and it has a little bit of a dent in the side, but it's working fine.
Oh man.
Well, I after watching this, I actually watched like a drop test and everything, and of course, I guess I wanted to add this in there. iPhones have like the fucking worst screens because they shatter so easily. It's ridiculous.
That's why mine's sitting over there and not even turned on. And I got mad and slammed it down and it accidentally hit my keys and the screen just shattered.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I've like all my Droid phones, like I have a Droid Max, I've like thrown it across the room just to prove that it doesn't break, because like the Gorilla Glass and everything just is so well. And Courtney's Samsung, the newer Samsungs now finally have the Gorilla Glass and everything. That stuff does not break easily. I've dropped this thing out of the car, whatever, on the gravel, cement, everything, and it has not.
See, I get the
broken.
feeling you've been driving along, Courtney's been on the phone, you've just ripped it off her and said, "Stop talking on the fucking phone," and thrown it out the window. That's what I'm imagining.
No, she's dropped hers, I don't know, like 2 feet off the ground, and like the screen just shattered. She has the Samsung Galaxy 3, or wait, what the hell's S3? Yeah,
the S3. That's getting a bit old. I've got
she's up for an upgrade next month.
I've got the Note 3. Oh, tell her to get the Note 4. That thing's amazing. I've got the Note 3. And I was trying to get my lighter out of my pocket, and it kind of I was fumbling around, and phone came out, and it kind of flipped up. The case opened up, and it just kind of slammed face down onto some concrete slabs.
Oh man.
Perfectly fine.
That's good.
It felt like 3 foot, and yeah, perfectly fine. But if you are worried about your phone, and I'm going to sound like Linus Tech Tips now, there's a company in Canada called, I can't remember what the fuck they're called. I'll find the link and I'll post it on the Twitter. Or you can just go and check out Linus Tech Tips videos, because if you ever wondered how to build a computer, he has the build guides. It's fucking easy. It's fucking cheap. It's way better than having a console. Go and check it out. And basically this company, instead of having like the plastic film, you actually get this thin bit of Gorilla Glass 3, and you just drop it on your phone, the air bubbles all kind of seep out to the sides, and it fits perfectly. And it's just like having an extra thickness bit of glass on there.
That's interesting.
Stealth glass or something it's called. Anyway, it's fucking awesome. What's the next bit of news? Who's got that?
That would be me. Apparently somebody has noticed that the new Dragon Ball game coming out, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which I am personally excited about.
Yay, somebody else likes Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. That was one of the reasons I decided
Well,
to
there had to be
that.
some.
You're not the only one. Well, somebody's noticed that Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse has a uncanny MMORPG element to it, and are comparing it to Dragon Ball Online, which is the where was it? It was in South Korea and some other foreign countries.
Yeah, it's probably like a China kind of thing.
Yeah. It was,
The funny thing about
Asian.
countries, most of them are foreign.
True.
Sorry.
Comic relief.
I can be a dick sometimes.
Anyways,
Sometimes.
Dragon Ball Online, which was for Asia, MMORPG. Apparently, this Dragon Ball Xenoverse is quite similar, and is including the Time Trunks character. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing that when it comes out.
I am totally just picturing some fat guy in Speedos. It's the Time Trunks character. I don't know why. Some British tourist guy. Oh, is the pub closed? And then he's a time machine. He comes back and gets more drunk and more obnoxious. As British tourists tend to.
The reason I got this is because, you can create a character and stuff. And I want to make a fucking Dragon Ball Z character. Fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's funny because ever since the people who kind of do all the Dragon Ball Z stuff are doing Dragon Quest and everything.
Yeah.
All the characters look like, Dragon Ball Z style characters. Like, whenever I played 8 and everything, I was like, wow, that guy looks like adult Gohan and everything. I'd love to make my own. And they have different classes. Like, they have a Majin class. It's like, Majin Buu! And then, Kid Majin Buu is fucking awesome. And I see this little girl where I'm like, ah. This stuff makes me freak out. And then I look at the comments and they got Raccoon and he's kind of creepy and a big face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to play it now. I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game since Budokai 2, I believe.
I enjoyed Budokai 3, and
Oh, I did play 3. My cousin got that, actually, yeah.
yeah, they did the Budokai HD release, which was the first and third. For some reason, not the second one.
Maybe it was a different company that did that one.
I think that was the problem. But played 3 just for days. Got all the characters, did everything I could in that game. So excited for Xenoverse.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually have to get a Dragon Ball Z game for the first time in years.
Sorry, I am just creating something.
A character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
No.
Yeah. But that's about it for that news, really, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna take this next piece of news. And it's one of those things, as soon as I saw it, I was like, God damn it. And it's like, console players have never done it before, so let's fucking do it now. So, apparently there's this cave where, you have to stand in a certain area and everything. You can watch the video on it if you want to do it. They're gonna patch and probably ban people that are using it so much, knowing it. But there is a exploit where people can farm, and apparently console players are like, oh my god, let's farm, let's do this stuff because it's so cool. Farming is not cool. It breaks the game, and it's a good thing it's not a console because bots can't go in, and you're not buying stuff off an auction house or whatever. So it's okay in that right. But like people can use this to level up. You have to be a higher level to go here, I believe it is. And I don't even think I mentioned the game Destiny, for those that didn't know, the console MMO that's out right now that everyone's playing. So you stand in this one spot, and like all the enemies have to be gone before another mob spawns. So you get rid of all of them, and like people are just standing around this cave. Let's see, can I find what it's called?
Let's just call it the Cave of Loot. They can find out what it's called.
It's actually whatever map or whatever it's on. But like people just stand there and shoot for hours, and like after a while go into the cave, and there is so much loot. I can't remember what they call the one thing. It's like N something. It's a really weird name for this one thing you can get. And they're talking about you can get, greens, blues, legendaries and stuff like that just from standing in this one place. And I was watching a video, the guy's like, yeah, this is all I've been doing for a while now. I was like, farming is not something to keep you playing the game. You should be trying to get this stuff regularly, not fucking, hey, I'm gonna stand in this spot for a while and fucking bot it out.
Farming's something you do in Guild Wars 2 when you've done a lot of stuff and you're getting the things to allow you to make your legendary. It's, you're farming a certain item because you need it. It's not you're just doing it for fucking...
And so it's like
profit
saying farming like that and saying farming like this is completely different, because you can go to an area and just keep killing mobs, but you can't stay in one spot for hours and do it, because one thing with Guild Wars is you can't spend more than like, I don't know, an hour or something like that in a place before you start getting less loot drops and everything. Like you'll just get crap. And then there is like the bots, like the reason they put in this whole thing where you get less loot for being in there for a certain amount of time is because bots would go in, do all that, and then sell everything in the auction house and bring the price down and that kind of crap. Like, you should be running around the place playing the actual game instead of staying in a spot and, doing whatever, just staying there and going, oh, look at all this stuff in this cave, I can grab it now. That's just fucking wrong way to play a game. And finding that that's a fun thing to do, console players are just way out of touch. Like, oh, MMO, farming, I think I've heard about this on from PC people. This is like
that was the thing in World of Warcraft, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, farming is bad for a game, and
gold farming and that kind of farming is
that is definitely. But like the farming where you're just getting all this stuff so you don't have to work as hard in the game is wrong.
Yeah, it screws up the economy. And
now this game doesn't have an economy, but still, like,
well, at least they're actually having to do something. They're not just buying it off someone or buying the gold to get their legendary.
Gold farming. Or buying gold with real money is stupid.
Well, yeah, especially when it costs you nearly $1,000 to buy a legendary. But yeah,
that's really tough.
If you're playing Destiny and you're a high-level player, I can see why you'd be tempted to do that.
Hold on.
So
let's talk about that too. High level, level 20. Watch the fuck out.
Apparently, leveling's pretty quick in Destiny,
which is even dumber. Like, I I don't want to go, even though Stu.
But
and the
don't
better
forget,
games don't play-
Bungie did say not to trust the early reviews because you don't get the full game until you don't get to do everything and have so much fun until you reach max level.
Which is level 20, and that is nowhere near, like, if you're gonna make an MMO, you want to have a thing where, like, say, level 80, because I could probably, with Destiny, I could probably level up as many characters I have up to level 80 in Guild Wars 2 in, like, a 20th of the time.
But the thing is, apparently, average gameplay at the moment for people playing Destiny, and this is average gameplay, it's not the most and the least, for weekdays is 3 hours a day. Well, yeah, the average time I want to play it will be for a 3 hour stretch. And at the weekends it's 4 hours. Now, for a console game, that's quite a lot of time. There are plenty of console games that you can complete in 8 hours, if not less. So
I put so many hours in the Skyrim.
Yeah.
Man.
I play
true.
more than 3 to 4 hours a day. Of course, I'm not a normal person. I'm very weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are we done with Destiny?
Yeah, I should probably stop ranting about how this game is not an MMO.
Yeah.
Because
We're not the only people to say that. Jim Sterling, a chap who he was a brilliant journalist, and he calls out a lot of shit in the industry. And one of the first things he says in the first paragraph of his Destiny review is, "It's not an MMO."
The one thing I want to say, because the veteran Stu from the Veteran Gamers was talking about how people shouldn't be hating as much on it, and I was mentioning Guild Wars 2 in the Twitch chat and everything. I just want to say this is what I wanted to say to them, and they're never gonna hear this. So I was talking about Guild Wars 2 and Destiny and everything. Destiny has 4 places you can go with different missions and stuff. Guild Wars 2 has 20 different big ass places that you can travel around and do all this stuff, and then they're like, oh, stuff's coming out, and or they're
and it's constantly growing.
Yeah, and you have to spend I don't think it's $36 to say. I think it was 36 pounds or whatever. So yeah, you have to pay that much for DLC, and they will be coming out with some free DLC stuff. Everything on Guild Wars 2 has been free, all the living world, all this different stuff, all for the price of $60.
In the 2 years that it's been out?
That's epic.
Yeah, and
That's how it should
they've
be.
added new areas to those, say, starter 20 areas, which are all different levels for different places, and 80 is the highest level you can get right now until the expansions come out, and they haven't even said anything about expansions yet. They're just giving all this shit to people for free.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I do not see Dan or I getting 1,500 hours out of Destiny. I can't even see some people getting 100 hours unless, doing multiplayer stuff and, and that.
I can see me easily getting 1,500 hours out of Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's completely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, let's...
Anyway, the next bit of news. Again, me with the techie stuff. Feel free to skip forward if you don't give a shit about techie stuff. But there's a new Oculus Rift prototype. And I'm kind of excited. As a lot of you will know, I have been playing around with DevKit 1 of the Oculus Rift, and I know DevKit 2's out, but I don't happen to be able to get my hands on one of those at the moment. But the new prototype, codenamed Crescent Bay, is an evolution of the DK2 headset. And it's only recently started making its way into, DK2 has only recently started making its way into the hands for other developers. They're describing Crescent Bay as the same kind of increase between DevKit 1 and DevKit 2. DevKit 2 added much better positional tracking and screen resolution compared with DevKit 1, which is, quite frankly, on a lot of games, makes it unplayable because you can actually see the pixels on the screen. that make up the screen. With this new one, they have added complete 360-degree tracking. So there's LEDs at the back of the headset, so it can, so they can be picked up by a camera to make sure that you get the complete 360 head tracking, which apparently was really hard to do. It also has these kind of fold-out ear headphone things, which don't look great, and I'm hoping that there might be some way to detach them, because personally I'd be wanting to use my gaming headset that I'm using now to record this, because it's really freaking comfortable and blocks out a load of background sound, 7.1 and all of that goodness. But apparently it also increases the resolution and the latency, and has even better head tracking. So it's looking really freaking cool. They've ditched the kind of elastic ski goggle strap in favor of a kind of plastic chassis with some nylon straps that fit snugly onto your head, a lot like the Samsung VR even, which obviously they're partners with. So in integrated headphones, and apparently it's a lot lighter as well. And that obviously that drop in weight makes it feel a lot more comfortable. But apparently some people are complaining about a little bit of light leakage around the nose. But once you've got the visuals going on, you hardly notice it. You know, you just become so in depth in the game. Apparently the newest demo is on rails, so you're not in control of where you're going, but you can still control what you're looking at by moving your head around. And it uses a new in-house constructed camera that's mounted on your wall. Oculus won't say if it's what's different between it and the one paired with the DK2 that came out a little while ago. But yeah, if you imagine like a webcam or something, so it has so it can track the positioning of all the differently spaced LEDs, so it can tell exactly what you're looking at in relationship to where the camera is. That's how the kind of positioning works. Basically, what this whole thing means is that you've got these tiny white sensors in the front and around the back, and 360-degree depth, and much better head tracking, which is in roughly 1.5 meter square space. What it really means is you can now truly explore a virtual environment as you would in real life. So it'll notice you crouching down and moving a hell of a lot more. And it makes for a much, much more immersive experience. And you get awfully close to getting the feeling of presence that you would expect in a 3D kind of world with something like the Oculus. Okay, it's still not perfect, and if you move your head side to side, and if you're squatting or standing up, you get some juddering and tearing of objects and things like that. And those kind of glitches can keep you from being totally immersed. But this is still a prototype. And even the dev kit one, when I was playing it in Elite Dangerous, I just sat there and I just happened to be in just the right position so that when I looked down, my feet and my digital feet happened to be in the same position. And when I was holding the joystick and throttle, my hands just happened to be in exactly the right position. And it gave me this really uncanny sort of out-of-body experience feel. And as soon as you move the stick, your digital hand moves in the same way, and when you press a button, your thumb moves and presses the button on the stage. It's really weird. So, if you haven't tried a Rift, even if it's just the dev kit one, you've got a chance to do it. Try it in something like Star Citizen, and oh god, it's amazing. And if this is what dev kit 3 is going to be like, I can't wait to find out what the final product's going to be like, because, well, yeah, take my money. I want it. Anyway, next news. What have we got? Something about some sort of fantasy.
Yeah.
Thing.
Finalism.
Final Fantasy coming to Steam.
Which one is it?
Final Fantasy XIII. The whole trilogy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The first one should be released on October 9th for about $16, but if you pre-order, you can get an extra 10% off of that. $14.39.
Actually, that's not a bad price.
Yeah, that's not bad for that game.
It's not. It's not. And I mean, I haven't really played Final Fantasy, but I'm starting to look forward to it now. Especially coming out on Steam.
I want 9 to be out on Steam because I never got to play and everyone loves 9.
Yeah, I never played 9.
9 was interesting. I played it a little bit. I didn't finish playing it, but I definitely started playing it. I actually still have a copy of it for PlayStation.
I need to play 7 again with mods on it.
Well, I need to play
awesome.
7 so I can remember how it ended and then actually finish 8.
Oh, it's been so long. I vaguely remember like the ending and stuff. You're in like cave going through and shit, and then you fight Sephiroth.
And then it just ends.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I play it regularly.
No, I think I remember that now.
Credits
I just
roll
need to
and
play
that's it. Yeah.
I never beat 8.
Loved
I think
7.
I remember playing. Was it 8 or 9 that was on the PS2?
8 and 9 were on PlayStation. 10 was on PlayStation 2. That was the one with
Titus and Blitzball and
yes, Blitzball and Ramstein doing the theme for Blitzball. That was awesome.
I swear to God, I'm the only person that liked Blitzball.
I sucked at it. I it's not that I didn't like it. I liked it, but I really sucked at it.
Well, everyone sucks at the beginning, but once you get into it, like, you're doing tournaments, you need to get Waka's, final weapon or whatever.
Ultima weapon, yeah.
Yeah, you have to play Blitzball to get that, and, like, I got so good, got good players, got everyone leveled up, and, like, I won every time. It was awesome. Fucking loved it.
10 was a good game. 10-2, on the other hand,
I got the HD one, remastered one, so I need to play them again. My brother played 10, the remastered 10. I gave my PS3 for a while, and he played the shit out of it. He got, like, everybody's, sphere grid, like, completely done, basically. I mean, the whole sphere grid was done.
Dang.
Yeah, he whenever he plays an RPG and he gets into it, he plays it nonstop. All day, every day, and just does that shit and gets done. Plus, he was off on summer break for school, so, like, that's all we did. So, that's basically it for that piece of news. Why don't you take the last one, Jared?
Alright, well, kind of keeping on note with Final Fantasy, Square Enix has announced that they are releasing their own cloud storage, and they are calling it Shinra.
Cloud storage, Shinra.
Yeah, because, Cloud
main
was taken.
Or main protagonist.
Yeah.
For 7, and they're calling it Shinra.
I just found that hilarious.
I think it's going to be awesome. Beta testing should come out early 2015. And I think it'll be really interesting for future Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, and also really freaking annoying if you want to play it offline without any DRM.
Yeah.
Which annoyingly everyone seems to have come to expect.
Yep.
Which freaking sucks.
What, just having cloud sharing?
No, DRM.
Oh, sorry. Oh, DRM, okay. Oh.
I don't mind it when it's not intrusive, but let's see if Square can actually manage something that isn't intrusive. Anyway. Yeah, it could be cool. It could be really cool. I like the idea that, it could open up being able to play the next Final Fantasy on any device and just go from one to the other. Not like that crappy Facebook CSI game does. Which I must admit I do play now then. the kind of thing where like Firefly Online's supposed to be doing, where it's the same experience over every device. Kind of like if you imagine on live, so on my phone with an adapter for my 360 controller or a PS4 controller, PS3 controller. As long as I've got a good enough internet connection, I can play The Witcher on my phone. That's fucking incredible. I still find that incredible. I've been doing that for over a year, and I'm still like, this is fucking awesome. If they could implement something like that, where you could play, the next Final Fantasy on any device as long as you had an account, and it would just stream it to that device, or okay, maybe you'd have to buy the disc for the console versions because they're a bit lagging in development. But it could be pretty cool. You could be like on the train to work or something and playing the full game on your phone or your tablet or your PC, your laptop, and then you get home and you pick up where you left off and see it in full 4K on your home screen. That'd be freaking awesome. I don't imagine that's what they're going to be doing, but.
Well, you're saying this, and the only thing I can think of is the PS Vita, how they advertised it.
Yeah,
which is exactly what you were describing, pretty much.
Well, what I've just described was kind of on live.
Oh, yeah.
Which exists and works really well, and no one uses it because they're all fucking idiots.
Yeah, he's just talking about like cross-play and everything.
Yeah, it would be freaking awesome. Well, that's the thing. I if I had paid my phone bill, whilst I'm going to Eurogamer, I could be playing, all the games on live library via 3G and 4G. And then when I get home, I just log into OnLive on my PC, and because it realizes that I've got maybe a faster connection and a bigger screen, it up-reses it all so it uses more bandwidth and looks better. We have this technology now, but no one seems to be fucking using it, and I don't understand why. We'll see.
I believe that's it for our news.
Well, no, it's not quite it for our news, because I've just remembered something that I want people to go and do for us. The whole Lego thing where if enough people back one of the ideas, it can get made into an actual Lego product?
Sure.
Well, if you go to ideas.lego.com/projects/6323.
Put the link in there so I can put in the show notes.
I will. A guy's come up with a design for a F-7A Hornet from Star Citizen.
Nice.
This thing looks really cool, and I would totally buy it as a little Lego. It's got the rotating gun turret at the top and the intake, and it looks awesome. And yeah, everyone should check it out and support it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click this, make an account, click the support button, give them a rough idea of what you'd pay for it, and you don't have to buy it. But if enough people do it, then, maybe it'll get made and fans like me that are idiots can buy it. So yeah, we are going to take another quick break, and we'll be back with the quest of the week, any of your communications, and the cleanup, and then I'm going to go and play some video games. Okay, we are back, and we're going to go straight off into the quest of the week. Last week we asked you what your thoughts were on Microsoft buying Mojang, and before we get into the community things, we've obviously got two guys here that haven't been on the show, haven't expressed their view. So first off, Rogue, what are your thoughts on Microsoft buying Mojang?
It's shit.
Okay.
The game that I fell in love with, I mean, it's peaceful, it's relaxing. And you can just try out all different kinds of stuff. I mean, people know what Minecraft is. Yeah. My problem is Microsoft had to get its fingers involved.
Yeah, they
Now-
wanted their fingers in that pie.
Exactly. Because, it's the best-selling game out there, the whole 9 yards, but now I'm afraid that it's going to start opening the doors to, microtransactions and all this crap, that these big gaming companies really put out, and the trend that's going on with that. And I'm really afraid that they're going to take an awesome game and just shit all over it.
See, I don't think they're going to do anything with this one for, since Microsoft, Windows and everything, they probably won't do anything with this one.
Yeah, it's Minecraft 2 you want to worry about.
Yeah, if they come out with, a Minecraft 2 or something, then that could be...
come out.
Yeah. Well,
it'll
now...
be, spend $15 to get a stack of diamonds.
Don't even fucking do that.
No, and that's what I'm afraid of.
But the biggest thing that I'm thinking about is they could just say with future updates it's not going to come to say PlayStation or whatever, and now it could be instead of updating it you have to buy the newest update, or like to get rabbits in your game. Here's put $5 in, you can get these new things that come in now.
Yeah, my whole microtransaction thing, and I think it's shit.
So instead of updates, it'll be sold as DLC.
Yeah,
exactly. You
now,
guys
if that
mentioned
happens,
the
that
game.
could be horrible.
You guys mentioned the game earlier that for the price of the
fuck
game.
you! Sorry.
Damn it, Dan! Not again.
That for the price of the game, all the DLC came free, which is what Minecraft does now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
and
has.
that's what makes it awesome.
Now, the
But
thing
these
is,
are updates of the core program. They're not add-ons. This is, the latest version of the game, and that's how it's always been since it was in beta and alpha, even alpha when people were getting it.
Exactly.
Just kept getting these updates.
now the thing I have to say with this is the game has gotten more expensive as it's gone on. Shop Dan. Because it, I think the first time I looked at it was $20, and then whenever I got it for Courtney and I had it was $26 or $27 now. So it has gone up in price for more stuff, but if you got it at the beginning and everything, you did get it for that $15, $20.
yeah.
Well, I think it was even cheaper than that. I'm pretty sure Lee got it for me for $10 or $12.
Huh.
Maybe it was 10 or 12 pounds.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it was a lot cheaper than it is now. Not as cheap as the 360 version I got.
No.
I got that given to me by Raptor for some reason. I entered a competition, that was why. Me and my competitions. Okay, so you're really quite worried about it.
Yeah.
Boondock, what about you? Are you similar kind of point of view, or?
Yeah, pretty much similar. Microtransactions, I think, would be a huge problem for them. Future releases, like you said, Minecraft 2, if or when they do decide to make one, it's going to be only sold through Microsoft. If I wanted it for PlayStation 3 or PS4, I know I'm not going to be able to get it.
Yeah, but, people wouldn't have bought a PS3 and bitched about not being able to play Halo. That's kind of a thing.
Oh, no, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But if you got a PS4 and you have Minecraft now, I think it's out for PS4, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's out for PS4,
it
it's not out for video, it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
But, you'll still be able to get it because
Microsoft has said that nothing's going to change. You're still going to get the updates for this Minecraft. It's all going to be just the same.
Okay, they did say that you will still get future updates. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The PS Vita version isn't going to, everything's still going to be worked on as planned. They also plan to release it for Windows Phone because it's not really been out for Windows Phone. But it's the license they've got, basically. That will allow them to make Minecraft 2 and any other stuff, and they're going to be able to get all the money from the sales for the dolls and whatever else comes out, and there'll probably be some kind of Minecraft cartoon or
basically
whatever.
The thing is, you just hope that they'll let them run and do their thing with it.
Yeah.
And Minecraft 2, okay, put that on Xbox One and like PC. And
I can't see them not putting it on PC because it was the PC that made Minecraft in the first place. But
Thank you.
And Microsoft Windows. So, I mean,
yeah, you'd be forgiven for thinking that they were a completely different company with their attitude to PC gaming recently. But apparently they're trying to do some stuff. But the reason why I was asking about this because one of the answers doesn't actually, well, I might as well read it out now. And it's not really what we were talking about, and it's what your thoughts on Microsoft by Mojang. The answer is more about Notch. And the answer is, wasn't Notch complaining about big time publishers ruining the industry just a few years ago? Now Mojang Team is part of one. I guess that indie has a growing definition. Eventual up your own arsery, i.e. blow and fish. Now that's the thing.
He did say
I don't know if any of you read that kind of letter that Notch put out explaining why he's done this.
Yeah, I kept forgetting to read that.
He's basically saying, when he made Minecraft, it was just something that he wanted to do, and he was having fun doing it. And now, whenever he tries to do work on something else, everyone's like, "Oh, why are you working on Minecraft? It's made all this money." And it's become like this millstone around his neck that's constantly dragging him down because everyone wants to know about Minecraft, and he doesn't. Yes, it was his baby, but now it's kind of grown up and there's other things he wants to work on. He didn't want it to get as big as it's become, and he's feeling kind of dragged down by it and strangled by it. He wants to be able to go and do other stuff without this Minecraft noose around his neck.
He doesn't want to die being known as the Minecraft guy.
Well, no, he probably will die being known as the Minecraft guy, but he wants to be able to work on other things without people going, "Oh, why are you doing this? We need this in Minecraft, blah, blah, blah," and all that other shit. And I can totally understand that. He's a quiet guy and generally quite insular, and he just wants to play around and work at stuff and do stuff that he finds fun. And as soon as, something becomes huge and you lose control of it because of its own momentum, it no longer becomes fun. It becomes a chore.
Yeah.
And you know what? I say fair play. If I could make something that would end up earning me and a couple of mates, because it's not just him, and it must be said that Notch and the two other CEOs in the company, or whatever they are, the high position parts in the company, they have left Mojang. They're no longer part of it. They have, for want of a better phrase, cut and run. But fuck it, $2.5 billion? I'm sorry. Would any of you create something that you loved so much that you would not sell for I know people that would sell their children for $2.5 billion.
You know someone that would sell their game for $2.5 million? Or billion.
Billion.
Yeah. Jason, Teflon 12, he says, I'd have done it. Yeah. So, yeah, if I made $2.5 billion, I'd fucking sell my shit.
So Steve,
I need money.
Thanks for the answer, but it wasn't quite what we were asking. And yeah, I can see your thing about going on about, ruining the industry and stuff like that. But when something that starts off as a love and a passion and then just snowballs so much that you can no longer really control what's it becomes its own entity, and you start getting loads of people giving you shit about it and asking about the next stuff that's coming up and all that crap, and all you want to do is just go back to your bedroom and work on some other idea you've got. If someone offers you $2.5 billion for your company that you've made off the back of this one game and a few others that you've tried to do, but everyone kept bitching about that one game because they wanted other stuff, you can't tell me you wouldn't have sold it. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. The education you could have given your son and the house that you and Lisa could have lived in, of course you fucking would. You'd have sold out at a hell of a lot less than that. So would I. Everyone would. But it's, fair play to the guy. What happens. Minecraft isn't going to be screwed as a result. Minecraft 2 might be shit, but the chances are if Notch still had it, they wouldn't have been in Minecraft 2. So what the fuck are we all worrying about?
That's the thing, I think, is Minecraft 2 will come out, and people playing Minecraft 1 are just going to make mods to make it have the stuff that Minecraft 2 has. So it's not going to matter in the end.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, everyone just, it's that sense of entitlement. People get attached to a game and they feel that they deserve the new stuff and they deserve to be treated in a certain way. And, well, no, we don't. And you know what? One person that deserved getting some fucking money out of this? Notch. Well, and the other two guys that no one seems to know the names of.
They don't have a name like Notch.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to the guy. Honestly, you know, hell, if I saw him, I'd buy him a beer. Even if he had all that money, I'd be like, let me buy you a beer. You have given me countless hours of entertainment. The least I can do is buy you a beer.
Millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never want to make something and get famous where everyone knows my name and, you know, I can't, like, post on a forum somewhere without someone going, oh, look, he said this. You know, it's, cause
the closest thing that I or anyone else would be likely to come was if they had a child that became really famous. But even then, no one would be like, oh yeah, you're the dad of, for sake of example, argument, Buzz Aldrin. It would all be about Buzz, and you'd be like, well, it's my son. You know, you can see that kind of, okay, that's a bad example. But, you know, I would hate that, you know, I just want to say, if I was Notch, I couldn't handle that. I'd want to be able to just sit here in my house and talk shit about games on a podcast and make my own little shit and not have to worry about this absolute huge monolith of a game that's just tied around my neck and that I'm going to be forever attached with. That's going to be fucking scary, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
But anyway, that was our question of the week for last week. We had 2 replies. I don't think we've really figured out one for this week.
I've been trying to think while you've been ranting.
So, we've got a quick one. You've got to be really quick answering this, and most of you aren't.
We're not even going to do it because we read it on the next podcast, and you may get one answer.
I'm not going to read it. No, but I'm going to post about this anyway. Really quick. I'm going to EGX, Eurogamer Expo in London on Wednesday and Thursday. If you're quick enough, have a look at the dev sessions and the stuff that's being played. If there's anything you want me to check out, let me know. So that's a quick mini little, TGM quest. And I guess maybe this week we could ask, what is the most stupid gaming related thing you've ever bought? How much would you buy the Gamesmen RPG for?
Sure, there we go. No, how much do you think the Gamesmen RPG is worth? That's gonna be that. Then keep moving.
Okay, so clean up, TGM checks. We've had a couple in this week, so, Rogue, why don't you read the first one? From, our founder, Mr. JSS Lifelike.
He's playing a bunch of MAME ROMs lately. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker from 1990, X-Men, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, among others. Also had help from... I would beat that up if I tried saying that. One of you guys want to attempt it?
Ein Samasil.
Okay.
Yeah, Ein Samasil, that's my cousin.
Okay. In finishing his USB-powered Wii Remote Light gun prototype for Dunk Hunt NES ensued. That's awesome. You were just talking about the proper light gun.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's also been playing some table games, and he sent us a photo, and basically that was pool.
Yeah, it's pool table. Yeah. We were gonna play whenever it was over yesterday, but he had to go let out a dog somewhere, so... It
looks like a proper full-size pool table. From the photo.
No, it's not full-size. It's...
Like 3/4?
Yeah, that's probably what I do, like 3/4 size. It's pretty big, though. It's definitely a decent-sized table for you to play pool on.
Okay, well, and the next TGM check, Boondocks, if you can read that one out for us, that'd be awesome.
The Gamesmen RPG, a little bit of Destiny and FIFA 15 on Xbox One, and a whole lot of Minecraft with the guys on VG Hub server.
Which includes me, yay!
And me as well. Now, this is from the guy that kept slating Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I saw him on Minecraft earlier the other day, and I thought like maybe it was his nephew or whatever, because he plays it and he likes it and everything. He was watching the stream whenever I was doing it, and I was like, Jason, why were you on Minecraft? Oh, that wasn't me. I wasn't on Minecraft, and I'm totally not on Minecraft now. It's like, you bastard. So yeah, he probably picked it up and everything. I'm kind of...
He gave you so much crap for playing so much Minecraft.
I know, and now he's all into it. He's like, I can see why it's addictive. So
you
yeah.
two-faced bastard.
We love Jason. He is actually sending me a message on Skype. He's like, where are you guys at? Are you still recording? Jeez. So yeah, he wants us to get on TeamSpeak. So,
well, we are about to. So, shout outs. Jared, is there anyone you want to shout out?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay, cool. Rob, is there anyone you want to shout out?
Yes. Jesse Collier, the one and the only Downhill Fall. What's up, bro?
Fantastic. Gary, what about you, sir?
Definitely Jared and Rob for being on the podcast. It was very kind of last minute-ish, and Jared, you had problems with Skype and everything, so it's a good thing we got all this stuff running, so yay. Then, Rogue, you're just like, oh, I got Jared on, so I didn't have to get on, and then you got on anyway, so it's like, yeah.
It backfired.
Yeah. And Extra Life, because it's awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm sure we're going to be using TeamSpeak a lot between the VG Hub, talking to everyone and shit. It's going to be great. Oh, can't wait. Dan, you.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy 29th birthday. Lee is almost to the day a year younger than the original Elite game. So happy birthday to you, sir. Oh, and a quick thing, as it is their 30th birthday, if you go and set up an account on EliteDangerous.com, you don't have to buy the game, but you can, until the end of this month, get the original Elite with an emulator for free. It is in no way representative of what the game now is like, because, well, it's 30 years difference. But, you know, if you want to get a bit of retro gaming in, you can always check that out. Obviously, Ken, thank you to you two guys for coming on. Thank you for making the show. Obviously, Gary, cheers for doing all the editing and stuff, because, yeah, I'm shit at it and really fucking lazy. Other than that, the guys at VG Hub, check out the VG Hub team I think we have for Extra Life. It's all going to be excellent. And, yeah, that's about it. So, web for the week to come. Gary, where can we get you for the next week if we want to play a game or get in contact with you?
Well, because the next 3 weeks I'm going to be on the Xbox for now. That's Amherst89, Skype is Amherst89, and Twitter's Amherst89, Starson Amherst89. Amherst_89 is Steam, Nintendo Network is Amherst1289, and also for Minecraft. Maybe we'll play a PS3. Well, I'm on the Vita more frequently, so Amherst0289 on the PSN. Rogue, you.
Hang on, wait. So, even though I'm going to be away for nearly a week, you're not going to take advantage of some of my Steam games?
Did I not say Steam?
No, you just said you were going to be playing the Xbox for the week.
Oh no, I was going to be on the Xbox for Bullet Witch.
You better frickin' play some Fable.
I doubt it, because I have Dragon Age that I still need to beat. Jason will kill me if I don't play more Dragon Age. Anyway,
I'll change all the passwords if you don't play Fable.
Haven't been on the Xbox for quite a while, but when I'm on there, it's Rogue Outlaw, Minecraft. Again,
Rogue Outlaw with a 0. Because I couldn't find you.
Instead of the O in Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, somebody obviously already had that.
Bastards.
Yeah. Prick. So I throw a 0 in there and it's all good.
Is that it?
That's it.
Steam, Twitter.
Steam, I believe it is Rogue Fate.
Yes.
And Twitter, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been on there in a long time.
It's not a good place to get in contact with you. Fair enough. Jared, where can we get hold of you if anyone wants to play a game or send you a message or something?
Probably on Steam, Boondock Brat 4. If not that, on Xbox, NTG_Boondock 4. But currently out of Xbox Live, so won't be playing any games online.
Okie dokie. Gary, where can...
everyone already knows
we've
where I
done
can be
that.
found.
We've already done that, haven't we?
Yeah, where can people
as for
find you?
myself, I am pretty much Hardlydan everywhere. That's your Twitter, Steam, Xbox Live, Raptor, everything else apart from in Star Citizen, where I am still going by the moniker of Bumcake Avenger. BUMCAKE space AVENGER. Yeah, don't ask why.
Why?
I said don't ask why.
Oh, okay.
Some British thing, he'll send you a link. Talked about last week, so.
So, Gary, I get this the hell out of here.
Yep, I'm gonna run us through this because I didn't put in everybody, which we got like 4 new likes on the Facebook, so I'll read those out next week. Sorry, people.
Yeah, one of them we've got to read out. It's some guy called Rogue something or other. He's
No,
like Rogue Grenade.
I don't think did he like the Facebook page? I know it was the YouTube.
That's yeah, I've got Facebook that's linked with the YouTube. It's Rogue Grenade.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise known as Rogue
that's who
Outlaw.
Rogue
He's just been
Grenade
listening
was.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, Boone can tell you that story. I mean, it's basically when I threw grenades in Call of Duty, I would kill half my team, and they got mad at me. So they told me, Rogue, the next time you throw a grenade, let us all know. I went to throw one, and I yelled, "Rogue Grenade!" And it stuck. Wiped out my whole team and half the enemy team.
That's awesome. I had a good thing going on with Halo. I have a good highlight. Anyway, we're gonna get us out of here though. So you can find us at facebook.com, the Gamesmen Podcast. You can give us some voicemails using the RPG hotline at 412-267-RPG1. And then you can send us emails at thegamesmanrpg@gmail.com, which you can give us, an email telling us stuff to do, some roles for us to play whenever we do RPG, and
Tell us how shit we are.
yeah, yeah. Just give us feedback, and then you can also send your MP3s if you don't want to use the RPG hotline or you live overseas, and it would cost a fortune to actually send one. And then you can also get us at our Twitter account, which is the Gamesmen RPG, and of course I didn't look at the followers and everything. And then you can also send your hashtag TGM checks and TGM quests there, and then you can also listen to us on YouTube. On our YouTube channel, where I've been actually putting up the podcast and everything, so I've been a good boy. I'm a real boy. And that is
about that.
yeah, I'm real. But that's youtube.com/gamesrpg, and then you can also get us at Twitch, where I'll be streaming Bullet Witch, and you can watch an awesome horrible game and other stuff like I do, and that's twitch.tv/gamesrpg. And then also we want a goddamn iTunes review, please. Give us one. 5 stars is great. Anything else, I don't care anymore. Just give us the iTunes review. And that's really it. Dan, get us out of here.
Okay, well, that will do it for episode 36. So, on behalf of Gary, Jared, Rob, and myself, until next time, we are the Gamesmen, and we ask,
What role will you play?
Greetings, fuck that shit. I've got...
Rogue, is that your PC I hear in the background?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Can you shut off your PC?
How about that? I just turned my fans down.
Nah, I still get some. It'll get cut out. I just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
If not fully satisfied with this podcast, please return any portions for a full refund.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker!